Most men are blind to what's right in front of them. When a woman wants you, she almost never walks up and says, "I like you, take me out." Instead, she hides behind layers, subtle signals, nervous habits, psychological tests, and mixed messages that only a few men ever truly decode. And here's the brutal part. If you don't learn to read these hidden signs, you won't just miss opportunities, you'll watch other men step into the space you didn't even know was open. Because attraction is rarely announced. It's leaked. In her eyes. In how she positions herself in a room. In the questions she asks about your life. In the way she pretends not to care while her body language screams the opposite. Think about it. Have you ever had a girl laugh at your joke like you're the funniest guy alive, and then act distant the next time you see her? Or a woman who keeps asking you about your weekend, your habits, your type, but shrugs it off like she's just making small talk? Those aren't random mood swings. Those are indicators. Small pieces of psychological evidence she leaves behind while trying to protect her ego. If you can't read those signs, you end up chasing the wrong women, doubting yourself, or thinking you're invisible, when in reality, there were women who wanted you but didn't feel safe showing it. In this video, we're going deep into 10 hidden signs she wants you. The signs she will never admit out loud, but always express in behavior. By the end, you won't be guessing. You'll know when desire is there, when it's fake, and when it's time to move on. No more chasing, begging, or getting strung along by half-hearted attention. Let's start with the first hidden sign: nervousness wrapped in fake indifference. This is one of the biggest contradictions that confuses men. Around most people, she's relaxed, casual, maybe even a little bored. But when you show up, something shifts. She fidgets with her jewelry, adjusts her hair, taps her foot, plays with her phone even when there's nothing on the screen. Her body is reacting before her brain can hide it. Then, just as you start to sense that nervous energy, she covers it with a mask of coolness, shrugging, acting, whatever, scrolling her phone like she doesn't care whether you're there or not. To an unaware man, that fake indifference looks like rejection. In reality, it's self-defense. Her attraction raises her anxiety, and her ego tries to calm it by pretending you don't matter. Your job is not to call it out or ask, "Are you nervous?" Your job is to stay calm, grounded, and give her space to relax into your presence. Hidden sign number 2 lives in her eyes. You can fake a smile. You can fake your tone. But your eyes are much harder to control. When a woman is attracted, her gaze behaves differently around you. Sometimes she'll hold eye contact just a bit too long, as if she's trying to see through you, like there's a question behind her stare. Other times it's the opposite. She glances at you quickly, then looks away the moment you notice. She might pretend to be focused on something else, but her eyes keep drifting back. People's pupils tend to dilate when they're looking at someone they're attracted to, and they often flicker between the eyes and the mouth, especially if they're subconsciously imagining kissing you. If you catch her looking at your lips while you talk, or giving you that brief eye contact followed by a shy retreat, that's not an accident. That's desire trying not to get caught. The third hidden sign is quiet jealousy and comparison games. She's not going to come out and say, "I don't like you talking to other girls." Instead, she'll test the waters. She might casually mention a guy who's interested in her, or laugh a bit louder at another man's joke while keeping you in the corner of her vision to see how you react. Maybe she throws in a teasing line like, "You probably have a lot of girls messaging you," just to watch your response. This isn't necessarily manipulation. It's a defense mechanism. She wants to know, are you competitive for her attention, or indifferent? Are you protective or completely unaffected? Overreact, and you reveal insecurity. Show zero emotion, and she might feel like she doesn't matter. The sweet spot? You stay calm, confident, maybe a little playful. He'd better treat you right, or, sounds like he's trying a bit too hard. You acknowledge without chasing. The fact that she's even running these tests is already a sign she's emotionally invested. Now, sign number 4. The push-pull pattern, hot and cold energy that drives men crazy. One day she's all in, laughing, leaning toward you, replying fast, asking personal questions. The next day she's shorter with her messages, slower to respond, acting like you're just another person in the room. Most men either chase harder when she pulls back or get angry and walk away. But what's really going on is internal conflict. She feels drawn to you, but she also fears getting hurt, rejected, or losing control. So her brain does this dance. Show interest, wait, too risky, pull back, okay, go forward again. The mistake men make is using her fluctuations as a measure of their worth. The reality is, her inconsistency often means she cares more, not less. The more emotionally invested she is, the more she'll freak out and overcorrect. If you stay steady, you become the anchor in her emotional storm. That's when her attraction deepens. The 5th hidden sign is selective attention. Women are experts at pretending to be casual while secretly focusing on the one person who matters to them. When she wants you, her attention keeps circling back to you, even in a group. She might remember your schedule, ask how your project went, or bring up something you mentioned weeks ago. When someone else talks, her energy is at level 3. When you talk, she jumps to level 7. More eye contact, more nodding, more engaged expressions. She might laugh a little louder at your jokes, even when they're not your best. She might position herself where she can see you, or find excuses to involve you in conversations. What do you think about that? Or, didn't you say something similar before? This isn't random. Our brains naturally give more energy and focus to people we're emotionally invested in. If she keeps pulling you into her orbit without making it obvious, that's hidden investment. The 6th sign is one a lot of men misread: playful teasing and roasting as a test. She jokes about your hairstyle, your shoes, the way you talk, or some little habit she's clearly noticed. On the surface, it might feel like she's putting you down. Underneath, she's doing 2 things. First, creating a playful tension that feels exciting. Second, testing your emotional strength. She wants to see if you crumble, get defensive, or throw a tantrum, or if you stay relaxed and respond with confident humor. Attraction isn't just about looks, it's about whether she feels emotionally safe and impressed by your composure. A man who can smile, tease back lightly, and not take himself too seriously is far more attractive than a guy who gets wounded by every joke. So when she tests you with sarcasm or challenges, don't see it as rejection. See it as her handing you a chance to prove you're the kind of man who can lead under pressure. Sign 7 is proximity and accidental touch. Desire wants closeness. If she can help it, she won't stay far from a man she truly wants. Maybe she always seems to end up near you, sitting at your table, choosing the seat next to you during a meeting, standing just close enough in a group so that your arms occasionally brush. She might lean in when you're talking, even though the room isn't that loud. She borrows your hoodie when she doesn't really need it. She touches your arm when she laughs, high-fives you a little too often, or lets her knee rest near yours without moving away. These are her subconscious ways of crossing that invisible line between stranger and someone I'm comfortable being physically close to. Many men ignore this or think it means nothing. It means everything. Most women are very aware of their personal space. If she keeps finding reasons to be inside yours, she's not neutral. The 8th hidden sign is emotional mirroring. Without realizing it, people tend to mirror the body language and emotional tone of those they feel connected to. When a woman wants you, her nervous system starts syncing up with yours. If you lean back, she leans back. If you talk with your hands, she unconsciously starts doing the same. When you get excited telling a story, her energy rises. When you lower your voice and get serious, she does too. This isn't manipulation, it's neurobiology. Our brains have mirror systems designed for connection, and they fire more intensely when we're around someone we feel strongly about. If you want to test this, make a subtle shift, lean to one side, slow your speech, or smile, and see if, within a few seconds, she follows. If she does consistently, that's a quiet sign that her emotional state is orienting itself around you. Her subconscious is saying, I want to be in sync with this man. Sign 9 is one of the clearest: deep curiosity and detailed memory. Attraction always invests attention where it hurts most to lose. If she wants you, she won't treat you like background noise. She'll ask questions that go beyond surface small talk. Not just, how was your day, but, how did that meeting you were nervous about go? Or, you said you don't like crowds? Has that always been a thing? She'll want to know about your past relationships, what you value in a partner, whether you've ever been hurt or betrayed. These questions are not random. They're her way of scanning. Are you available? Are you emotionally stable? Are you serious about commitment or just playing? Even more important is what she remembers. Weeks later, she brings up that song you said you liked, the restaurant you wanted to try, or the story you told about your childhood. That's emotional investment. People don't store details about things they don't care about. If she's remembering what you barely remember saying, you're not just another guy to her. Now we arrive at the 10th hidden sign, which is really a combination of effort and vulnerability. The way she prepares for you and the way she reacts when the idea of losing you appears. On the effort side, watch what happens when she knows she'll see you. Does she suddenly show up with a different hairstyle, polished nails, a touch of perfume, or a style that lines up with what you once said you liked? She may look normal to others, but you notice the shift. And when you compliment her, she brushes it off with, "Oh, it's nothing," even though she clearly spent time getting ready. That's not vanity, that's investment. People don't polish what they don't care to keep. On the vulnerability side, pay attention to how her energy changes when other women enter the picture. Maybe you're talking to another girl and she suddenly goes quiet, or starts joking more loudly with someone else, or throws in a playful jab like, "Wow, you really like her, huh?" She might act like she doesn't care, but her mood betrays her. Or maybe your friends tell you she mentions your name a lot when you're not around, bringing up your stories, quoting your jokes, or comparing other guys to you. That's a dead giveaway that you're occupying mental space she's not admitting out loud. And then there's the silence. Sometimes, around the man she truly wants, she doesn't know what to say. Her words shrink, but her eyes intensify. Most men panic in that silence, assuming she's bored. Often, it's the opposite. The attraction is so strong, the fear of saying the wrong thing kicks in. If you can be relaxed in those moments, you give her permission to stop hiding. So what does all of this mean for you? It means women are not as mysterious as they seem. They are constantly broadcasting signals, through their nervous habits, their eye contact, their tests, their jokes, their presence or absence, their curiosity, their jealousy, and their silence. The problem is not that women don't show interest. The problem is that most men are trained to pay attention to words instead of patterns. They wait for a clear confession and ignore the body language that came weeks before it. They chase women who give them almost nothing, while overlooking the girl who remembers their favorite drink, stands a little closer every time, and asks about their day like it genuinely matters. Once you learn to read these 10 hidden signs, you gain a different kind of power, not the power to manipulate or play games, but the power to choose. You stop clinging to the wrong people out of fear and start responding to the ones who are actually investing in you. You stop asking, "Does she like me?" and start asking, "Do I like the way she shows it? Do I like who she is beneath the attraction?" Because attraction alone is not enough. You want desire and respect, interest and integrity. Here's the deeper truth. Women don't just reveal attraction in what they show. They reveal it in what they try to hide. The contradiction between her nervousness and her fake calm, between her silence and her intense gaze, between her jokes and her jealousy, those contradictions are where the real story lives. When you learn to listen to those contradictions, you stop being confused, stop feeling constantly rejected, and stop getting played by fake attention. From this point on, your job is simple: pay attention. Notice who moves closer when you walk into the room. Notice who mirrors your energy, who remembers your stories, who gets a little colder when another woman is too warm with you. Notice who asks about your love life and then laughs it off like it doesn't matter. These are not coincidences. These are invitations. And if you want to go even deeper, beyond just spotting interest, into building real connection and confidence with women, I've put together something that can help you. It's a practical guide packed with strategies to help you stop overthinking, stop chasing the wrong people, and start attracting from a place of strength and self-respect. Check the first pinned comment. Take a look. If you've ever felt invisible, it might change the way you move forever. If you've recognized these hidden signs and want to protect yourself even more, there's another video you need to watch next. In it, we break down the subtle ways women reveal not just attraction, but their true intentions, whether they're serious, confused, or just using you for attention. The more you understand, the less you get hurt, and the more control you have over your love life. Click over to that video now, and keep upgrading how you read people, before they read you.